Hey there, the big debate around coronavirus is whether the lockdown is going to be extended at all, and also the far more important question, do you need a nationwide lockdown like we are seeing right now, or can it be far more targeted? And all indications are that the government seems to be moving towards some sort of differential treatment, and at the end of the day, that makes perfect sense. If you take a look at it, there's something like 736 districts across India. Now, of those districts, 429 have seen any coronavirus cases at all. 40% of India has not seen a coronavirus case, not even a single one. And that's why this entire differentiation between red zones, orange zones, and green zones. The green zones may well have almost a complete lifting of any restrictions after the May the 3rd. The red zones will see a considerable lockdown. Now today, we did hear the health minister coming out and speaking and giving a little bit more details on the latest position. And once again, what he said seems to be underlying this particular hypothesis. So this is what Harshvardhan really said. There are a large number of districts where there have been no cases in the last 24 hours, further 80 districts where there have been no cases in the last 7 days, 47 districts, no cases in the last 14 days. Overall though, what the health minister said is 300 districts in India unaffected by coronavirus. Another 300 districts are non-hotspots. They have a few cases but not many, and in many of these districts, very few cases have come up in the last few weeks. It's only 129 districts that are hotspots. Now the logic of this, remember, again points to that. Worry about these 129 districts. Let the rest of the country be relatively free from restrictions. And of course, you can crack down as and when things change. Now, adding to all of this was this very interesting tweet from Amitabh Kant, who is of course one of the key thinkers in the government. And he really put out, taking those 129 districts I was speaking about a minute or two ago, he zeroed it down further to 15 high load districts. Look at these 15 districts. These, by the way, these 15 districts contribute for almost half the coronavirus in India. And at number one is Delhi. That's got something like 12.6% of all coronavirus cases in India, just in the city of Delhi. Add Mumbai, that's another 11%. Then Ahmedabad in Gujarat, Indore in Madhya Pradesh, Jaipur in Rajasthan, Pune in Maharashtra, Hyderabad in Telangana, Surat in Gujarat, Chennai, Thane, Agra, Jodhpur, Bhopal, Kurnool and Vadodara. These are the hotspots, and it's clear to any of us what's common among all of these hotspots. These are all urban areas. So the logic of all of this data is worry about these places, maintain the lockdown out here, and you can have some relaxation in all other parts of the country. Is that what the government's going to do? Well, that's what the indications are, but we'll wait to find out. Here are all the big stories.
Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan says that 80 districts of the country have reported no COVID-19 cases over the last 7 days. Dr. Harshvardhan, who through video conferencing interacted with autonomous institutes and public sector units, said 300 districts are non-hotspots, 129 districts with significant COVID-19 cases have been declared as hotspots.
तो अगर मैं आज का अपडेट आपसे शेयर करूं तो लगभग 80 डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऐसे हैं हमारे देश में जहां 7 दिन से कोई केस नहीं आया.
China has said it is deeply concerned over India's decision to stop using the COVID-19 rapid antibody test kits made by 2 Chinese companies. The Chinese embassy spokesperson said China attaches great importance to the decision made by the Indian Council of Medical Research, and his country hopes India will resolve the issue reasonably. The government on Monday had said not a single rupee will be lost to Chinese firms who provided faulty COVID-19 test kits to India, as the orders have been cancelled and the payments have not been made. The Supreme Court has asked the centre to consider the feasibility of temporarily adopting the One Nation, One Ration card scheme during the ongoing coronavirus lockdown period to enable migrant workers and economically weaker sections to get subsidized food grain. The central government scheme is scheduled to be launched in June this year. The top court disposed of a plea filed by Advocate Deepak Kansal, who sought the launching of the scheme for the benefit of migrant workers, beneficiaries and citizens of other states stranded in different places due to the nationwide lockdown. Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray on Tuesday called up Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath and urged him to take stringent action against those involved in killing two sadhus in Bulandshahr. Thackeray said he is with the UP government in tackling such heinous crimes. He pointed out that on the 16th of April, a similar incident of two sadhus and their driver being lynched had taken place in Palghar, in which the Maharashtra government had initiated strong action. The Chief Minister also appealed to his Uttar Pradesh counterpart that nobody should attempt to give the Bulandshahr incident any communal overtones. As the coronavirus lockdown hits livelihoods, a BJP MLA from Deoria in UP has stoked the communal cauldron once again, advising people not to buy vegetables from Muslim vendors. Uttar Pradesh BJP MLA Suresh Tiwari has asked people not to buy vegetables from Muslims, citing various complaints about how people of the minority community are contaminating vegetables with saliva. This comes days after Prime Minister Modi called for unity and asked Indians not to discriminate against particular communities. The Samajwadi Party has slammed Tiwari for his comments and said such people should be slapped with sedition cases and put in jail. Mumbai policemen over the age of 55 years have been asked to stay at home after 3 cops died of coronavirus in the city. This was decided by Mumbai Police Chief Parambir Singh after 3 policemen, all above 50, lost their lives in a matter of 3 days. Those above 55 are more prone to the COVID-19 infection, according to a Central Health Ministry advisory, and come under the high-risk category.
At least 4 areas in Delhi are likely to come out of the containment zone categorization by May 3rd. These zones are Mayur Dhwaj apartment in IP Extension, Vardhaman apartment in Mayur Vihar, the sealed portion of lane number 4 in Krishna Kunj Extension, and 4 blocks of Dilshad Garden. Health Department officials said that the situation in all 4 zones is under control and the probability of further local transmission of the virus is close to none. Delhi currently has 99 containment zones after the government on Monday added 2 more to the tally of 97. The Niti Aayog office in Delhi has been sealed after an officer at the Aayog tested positive for coronavirus. Officials said that the necessary protocol is being followed and the entire office will be disinfected and sanitized. Last week, Civil Aviation Ministry was also sealed after a ministry staff tested positive.
A Delhi commission for women councillor and a driver have been put under quarantine after they rescued a woman who was later found COVID-19 positive. On the 24th of April, the councillor had rescued a woman who was confined by her parents for allegedly marrying against their wishes with the help of policemen from KN Karju Marg. The woman was handed over to her husband and they both travelled to Panipat. However, they met with an accident after which they were admitted to a hospital. The woman tested positive for coronavirus when her examination was done at the hospital. The DCW has shared a list of people who came in direct or secondary contact with the woman, including the police personnel.